there was a possibility. There was a possibility that we might have been a little tired. This is our 4th show. And we actually did a full run on Thursday night, full show Friday night, one at 1:30 yesterday, one at 7:30 last night. And there was a possibility. But we ain't tired. We love the waiting list crowd. And let's hear this verse again. And the Symphonic Rockers. Well, it's probably fairly obvious that we have a great time up here. But you do know that this concert is first and foremost for the fun and for the music and all that. But there is another part of it, the great cause called the Anoka Caring and Sharing Fund. And for those of you that are first time for us here, I'm going to try to, as briefly as I can, tell you how that came about. This was a few years ago that our new head principal, Mike Farley, was telling us at a meeting one day that he was surprised. He did not realize, as head principal, the incredible needs that were in our school and in our community, and that he was seeing kids that were unable to afford to have a warm coat, to have good shoes, to have shoes for sports, to be able to play, or to be able to do the activity fee, to be able to pay for lunches, and even at home, not eating at home, and also kids living in cars. These things were happening. And you know, I've got to say, you know, down here, in this little bubble that we live, where, you know, the biggest thing we worry about is whether we play a C sharp in tune, which, by the way, is a big thing. Yeah, don't ever think it's not. Okay. You know, sometimes we don't see all of that. So John and Michelle and I had a meeting up there in the back room, and said, all right, Mike, what can we do to help? And we came up with this idea. Let's do a concert. We'll raise money, and we'll create a fund, and we'll make it easy so that if somebody sees a need, if a counselor, if an administrator, if a teacher sees a need, sees a kid that's hurting or something like that, we'll just go and take some money out. And if they need $100 for groceries, or if they need an activity fee, or they can't afford to go on a field trip or something, take the money out and give it to them. And if you run out of money, we'll make more. We'll just do another concert. All right, last year the fund we raised, over the first 4, we raised $117,000. Our goal this year was to go over 150. We did that in ticket sales. So, and because of this show and all of the others, we are now able to really get this going. And so, you veteran Symphonic Rockers, I've heard about this all the time, but you know, it's an old guy telling you what to do, and you just have to listen. Right. Except those guys are nice. Yeah. Out in the lobby, the Anoka band parents are doing concessions. They have candy bars, water, and things like that. That's where your ones go. Okay? If you have ones, go buy a candy bar and some water and all of that. Then there are buckets out here that are empty. The buckets don't accept ones. Okay? The buckets want to have much larger bills, or checks. Checks are just fine. And we need to fill those buckets up. Okay? And then, over here, if you see these signs that were made by Sydney and Emma back here in the choir, they're raising their hands. Okay, there is this little device. It has a screen on it, and they put a little card in there, and you can swipe your credit card. Okay? Well, you don't laugh at this. This is serious business. And you swipe your credit card, you put in the amount that you want to donate, you get an email saying you did this, you can write it off on your taxes and all of that. And as I've told all of the other audience, here's the plan that you need to do. Swipe it, but you never really know if it worked. So swipe it again. And Keep swiping it until you're sure that it works. It's as simple as that. Very, very simple. We are so thrilled that you're here, and we absolutely love being able to perform for you. We hope that you will keep this fund as high as we can possibly get it, to give as much as you can. This is the final tour, and we need to get this fund to just sit up there so that we can give and give and give and give. And you know, sometime there'll be something else sometime, even though it's the final tour, there'll be something. But for now, let's really, really give to that. And thank you so very much. Now, you need to sing along on this next tune.
There was a guy who was just recently in concert, and well, I went to the concert and I asked him, hey, we cover one of your tunes illegally. No rights, no nothing. Oh, he gave us okay. Yeah, thanks. He gave us the okay. And we asked him to be here this afternoon, and he couldn't make it. But that's okay, because playing the part of Neil Diamond is Red Tommy!
I need your help now. Where it began, I can't begin to know it. More than I know it's growing strong. I was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Would I believe you'd come